going into the season, I mean, Derek Carr just retired. So I think the Saints probably have a glaring hole in the roster, is no matter what people think, whoever they have.
Jameis.
And
Is that who you're getting at?
that's the first name that I'm going to throw around here is Jameis Winston. But another idea that I had in my head is like the Saints are still all in. They're in a very weak division. They have Alvin Kamara. They have Chris Olave, some decent players.
Juwan Johnson.
How far off different is Aaron Rodgers going to the New Orleans Saints as him going to the Pittsburgh Steelers? Because you're either going to go to Pittsburgh where you have to play in the cold, you have to face the Bengals and Joe Burrow, you have to face Lamar Jackson, you have to face Myles Garrett. What's really stopping Aaron Rodgers being like, honestly, the New Orleans Saints are pretty much in the exact same spot as the Pittsburgh Steelers. I can go to either of those places and win 9-10 games.
Well, you have to face Bryce Young and Michael Penix.
I mean, don't get me started on Bryce Young right now. But
I know we are pro Carolina here,
but I'm serious.
I know that. I think you make a good point, and I don't think that that's something that's been thrown around a lot. I don't hate it, to be honest with you. They probably have they definitely have an easier schedule than what Pittsburgh will have. They won't have to face Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and whatnot, the rest of the AFC. I mean, on paper, are the Saints that much better than Pittsburgh currently is right now?
No.
Probably not.
Newsflash, Pittsburgh fans, no.
The Saints have a new head coach. The Steelers have a declining head coach. Like, maybe that's more of a sell for if you're a Saints fan. Like, hey, you saw what Kellen Moore did with that Eagles offense. Like, we're gonna make it easy for you. We don't necessarily have the same type of talent that they did, but like, Kellen Moore's proven that he's a pretty good offensive-minded head coach and can coach up some good offenses. Like, I don't think it's the worst thought, and I haven't seen anybody else think of it. So I think that's an interesting angle that you brought. I don't hate it.
I just feel like if you're Aaron Rodgers, at what point, like, you can get Aaron Lazard in New Orleans. Alan Lazard, if you really want him. Like,
yeah,
I know
he changed his name just to match Aaron.
I don't know what's going on. So like, that's one that I'm just kind of like, well, if I was personally Aaron Rodgers, it's like, you know what? Like, I get to go to New Orleans, play for Kellen Moore, have Alvin Kamara, have Chris Olave. Like, I mean, I just think that that's a way better situation than going to Pittsburgh, because Pittsburgh is, as much as everybody acts like they're such a drama-filled organization all the time. It seems like they're always on the brink. Everybody acts like they're so level-headed. They're always on the brink of implosion.
They are. It's crazy. It goes so almost like so under the radar, but it gets talked about. But people just like don't acknowledge in the grand scheme of sports media that there's an issue every single year in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, every single season. Since Big Ben's left. I mean, they're coming up on a decade since their last playoff appearance. It's just something that they're probably going to have to address at some point. But that is my personal one. I mean, obviously, Jameis Winston has some ties to the New Orleans Saints. But if I am in charge of New Orleans at this point, I'm like, you know what? Like, I forget his name. Who's the albino kid?
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler is sucks. Tyler Shuck is, people are high on him, but he was a backup to Justin Herbert when Justin Herbert was in college, and now Justin Herbert's 5 years in the NFL, and he's been hurt the entire time. And it's just like, you know what? Like, we need a 1-year flyer. We weren't expecting Derek Carr to retire. We'll be able to get Aaron Rodgers on a little bit of a discount, probably, it looks like, and why not take it if you're Aaron Rodgers? So that's one that I would like to see thrown around there, but
white clouds blowing out when we max 4-5.